Hey guys, welcome back to Maximum Automation. Today we are going to see that how we can work with Excel in our framework. Selenium does not provide any library to work with Excel, so we have to install the external library to perform the operation on Excel sheets. So let's install the library first. I'll go to the Manage NuGet package and will type npoi, and then we'll install the package. So this is the Apache npoi library, which is also available for Java with the package name POI. Now let's close it, and I'm going to create a new feature file. Right click on the test case folder and add a SpecFlow feature file. I'm naming this file as file operation.feature. Now let's add a scenario in which we will create a step to write data into the Excel sheet. So I'm writing when user create Excel file student data.xls using data. Then we'll provide the data in the data table. So I'm giving the column name as ID, name, contact, and address. And then we'll add values in the rows for these columns. So I have added 3 rows for the same. Now let's create the step definition of this keyword. Generate the step definition and then copy it. Then go back to the step definition.cs class and paste your copied step definition over here. Now the next thing which we need to do is to add a class which will be responsible for Excel sheet operation. So let's create folder first, named as libraries. And underneath that, I'm creating a class called Excel operations.cs. Now let's write a function to which will create an Excel file and will write data into it. I'm writing public void create XLS file. I'm adding 2 parameters. One is for file path and the other one is for table which contains our data. Select using techtalk.specflow. Now declare the object for iWorkbook, iRow, and iCell. Then initialize the workbook object by new HSSF workbook. Since we are creating the file in XLS format, so I have initialized the workbook object with HSSF workbook. In case you want to create the file in XLS format, then you can initialize the workbook object with XSSF workbook. You can find the same in the description as well. Select using npoi.ss.user_model. Now you can see that we are getting the conflict for table object, as the object with same name is available on both the libraries. So select using table equals to techtalk.specflow.table, as we want to use the specflow table object. Now let's create the object of iSheet and initialize it by using workbook object.createSheet. Then create the file stream object and provide the file path, file mode.create, and file access permission. As you can see that I have created the file stream object with using statement. The reason why I have used this using statement is because the statement defines a boundary for the object. And outside of this block, the object will automatically be destroyed, either at the end of the statement block or execution exits because of any exception. So I don't need to write the code to destroy the object. Now create the iCreation helper object. This will help to write the data into the cell of Excel sheet. Now before writing the data into the Excel sheet, we have to read it from the table. The data which we have provided in the feature file, the same will get here in this object. So to read the data, create an array of string for column data and then initialize it with table.rows of index 0 dot keys dot to array. select the system.link to use the toArray method. In column array, we'll get all the available columns. Now write Excel row equals sheet.createRow with index as 0. So this will create a first row in the Excel sheet and we'll put our all columns names in it. So to write the column name, let's create a loop based on column array length. And under that, create a cell for each column and assign the column name in the cell value. To enter value into the cell, write creation helper dot create rich text string and pass the column name. So this block will create all the column in the first of Excel sheet. So this block will create all the column names in the first row of Excel sheet. Now let's write another loop to create the rows based on the table row count. Again, we'll create the Excel row with sheet.createRow and we'll pass the index as I plus 1 since we have column already placed at index 0. Then we'll create an array for row values using table.rows.values.toArray. Now based on the row values or row array length, we'll write another loop to create the same number of cells in a particular row. Create a cell for each value and then assign the values into the created cell. So this block will create the n number of rows based on data available in table and writes the value in cell for each column. And at last, write the file stream into the workbook and then close it. Now let's go to the step definition class. Delete this and create the object of Excel operations class. Select using Selenium and unit.libraries. Then call the functions to create XLS file and provide the file path. I'm giving the path of the directory at same level inside the folder called data. And then append the file name which we'll get from the feature file as a step argument. And then pass the second argument, which is a table. Also, we need to create the folder called data, which we have added in our file path. The file will be generated under this folder. Now let's build the project. So build has been succeeded. Now we'll run a scenario. Open the Test Explorer, select the scenario and run it. Once execution will complete, our Excel sheet will get generated. So execution has been completed. Now, if we go to the data folder, we can see that a file has been created over here with the name studentdata.xls. Let's open it. So here you can see that the same data have been written into the Excel sheet which we have given in the feature file. We have same number of columns and same number of rows as available in the feature file. So this is how you can create your data and write into the Excel sheets. I hope you like the video. Please click on like button and subscribe to the channel to get more videos.